Hi, my name is Glenn Latier. On April 22nd of this year, I was diagnosed with stage 4 kidney disease. And I had never heard of it before, didn't even know it was a thing until I had visited my doctor. And as she was walking out the door, she said, "Hey, do you mind if we do labs today?" And I was like, "Sure." Well, so I don't know if you can see this, but these are my results from May 3rd of this year. And something that's really important to people with kidney disease is your GFR, your filtration rate. That indicates how well your kidneys are doing. And you can see here that on May 3rd, in the circled area there, my kidneys were at a GFR of 25 and my BUN was 81, and the doctor was talking about starting dialysis that day, get my blood cleaned up. He said normally with a BUN that high, he's admitting people to the hospital. And I told him that I couldn't do it that day. I didn't have time for that. I had other things going on. I was going to Idaho that weekend to see my grandpa, who was turning 95, and he said, "Can you come back on Friday?" And I said, "No, not Friday." He said, "Well, can you come back on Monday?" And I said, "Yeah, I can come back on Monday." And he said, "Okay, drink 90 ounces of water a day and come back on Monday and we'll do the labs again." So for almost the next week, I was drinking water, being a little more careful about what I eat. And something I want to mention also is that I have had type 2 diabetes for 14 years. So I hadn't really been taking care of the diabetes, so I was pretty sure that the diabetes had done a lot of damage to the kidneys. So I came back a week later, I did the test again, and the BUN was quite a bit lower, so they kind of left me alone. He wasn't talking about hospitalizing me anymore. A phrase that I started to hear that day was quality of life, and retaining a decent quality of life. And to me, quality of life means keeping yourself comfortable until it's time for you to go to dialysis or until you die. And that just scared the crap out of me. I wasn't willing to go with traditional methods of dealing with kidney disease and just sit around and wait until my GFR went so low that it was time to start dialysis, or until I got so sick I had to start dialysis or I died. So I had been talking to a nutritionist, and the nutritionist was talking about eating meat. Yeah, you can go ahead and eat the meat, just watch out for your potassium and this. And I kept hearing quality of life from the nutritionist also. So then I had an appointment with the nephrologist, and the nephrologist didn't have a lot to say. I heard quality of life again, and the nephrologist said, "Well, come back and see me in 3 months and we'll do the labs again and see what's going on." And that's kind of the traditional treatment for chronic kidney disease, is check back every 3 months until your GFR has gotten so low or you're so sick that you've got to start dialysis. And like I said, I was not willing to do that. So I immediately began busting my butt and doing research. And I wasn't sure if my research and my plan and all of my work was going to make a difference, but I did my own treatment plan, and I did it for 3 months, And this here, you can see, is my labs from August 24th. And when I went in on August 24th, like I said, I had no idea what to expect. But with everything that I had been doing, let me wait till the camera focuses. With everything that I had been doing, you can see the GFR went up to 67. And 67 is considered to be in the normal range. So, like I said, I went from 25 to 67 in about 3 months. And that was doing my own treatment plan. I didn't like what I was hearing from doctors. And I received phone calls the morning after I did these labs. I didn't have my appointment with the nephrologist for a couple days after I did the labs. I received a phone call from my clinical pharmacist, and she normally calls every so often. This is through the VA, the Veterans Administration. She'll call me every couple of weeks, and she'll kind of tweak my meds and everything. And she said, "Glenn, I've got your labs here. This is amazing. We just don't see this. I've never seen this before." And she was talking about how the GFR had risen so drastically. And she also said, she was talking about diabetes here, she said that my A1C was 5.2, which is normal. That's not even pre-diabetic. So I was pretty happy. I was really happy to learn that everything that I had been doing had actually made a difference. A couple days later, I went to the VA in Salt Lake City, and I was meeting with 2 nephrologists, and they hadn't seen the labs yet. So while I was sitting in the exam room, the first nephrologist came in, and she wheeled her laptop computer in, and she was looking at it, and she said, "I don't know how this happened. I've never seen this before. Your kidneys are normal. You don't have kidney disease." And we sat and talked for a little bit, and then she said, "Well, I'm gonna go talk to my partner, and she'll be in a few minutes." So I sat there in the exam room for probably about 10 minutes, and then her partner comes in, Dr. Cho. And Dr. Cho, the first words out of her mouth was, "You don't have diabetes." So not only was I able to rid myself of kidney disease, I was able to rid myself of diabetes and high blood pressure. My blood pressure is now normal. I don't have a ton of time to go into all of the details right now, but for those of you interested, you can ask questions here below the video, and I will get back to you with answers and everything while I assemble a video with the different things that I did. Thanks for watching.